is a very complex story.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
You have a movie about a Scottish princess, and then Monsters University. So very, very unique. Premises.
So it just made a really weird noise in my headphones.
Sorry.
It's alright, it's just odd.
And the next Pixar movie to come out is called The Good Dinosaur, and it's about if dinosaurs, like what would happen if dinosaurs lived now and they had a human society, essentially.
Right, yeah.
Which is a really interesting premise.
Yeah, I'll go see it. Why not? Yeah. And I actually think that live action audiences aren't receptive enough to non-standard sort of storytelling.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example, right? Let's see who's the director who does this. So there's two directors that I have in mind, live action ones, right?
Yeah.
And don't worry, this is related in many ways to animated films. This is Mark Foster, as director of Stay, and Zack Snyder, who directed Sucker Punch and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah.
And Man of Steel, but it's not a Zack Snyder movie to me. It doesn't look like one at all. These guys are really into their stylist. It's not that they have. Sometimes they get accused of the all style, no substance thing, and I understand where that criticism comes from, but I actually think the style is the substance in these movies. And in animated movies, they have a lot more license to do stuff like that. And I wish live action audiences were as receptive to having some of your substance be the style of your movie.
Yeah.
A lot of Finding Nemo is the aesthetics.
Yeah.
It's got great plot, it's got great characters, it's got amazing voice acting. But the aesthetics are a huge part of the experience for me. The way that movie looks.
Yeah.
And it looks so good. It really does. So I think that's animated filmmakers have locked onto that.
Yeah, and every single Pixar movie, even Cars 2, look like one of the few positives I said about Cars 2 is like, you know what? They were able to get the idea of Pixar was able to they pitched this idea that okay, we want to do a movie about cars as humans. They're like, that's really hard. It's not like toys, which look human, or fish, which are doing their own thing. We're trying to make cars live in a world like humans. And I'm like, but you know what? They animated those cars as best as they could, and they make them look human. They make them act human.
Yeah, it was a fair
very impressive. And every single Pixar movie I've ever seen looks really good, stylized, but really good.
Yeah, I agree. And they have that extra license which allows them to do things like that. We're going to take a quick break right now.
Okay.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about Pixar.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for these messages.
Bye, guys.
Expect the unexpected on the Newfound Records Radio Hour, Saturdays at noon on CHMR.
If you had kidney disease, it might sound something like this. It could look something like this. And it would probably feel something like this. That's because kidney disease has few warning signs, and so for many people, it goes undetected until it's too late. So don't just do this. Go to kidney.ca to find out if you're at risk, because the sooner it's treated, the better. The Kidney Foundation of Canada. We're behind you all the way.
Hey, all you hip cats and groovy kitties. You're tuned to the coolest station in the nation. It's large, live, and online at www.chmr.ca. It's Mun Radio, 93.5 CHMR FM. And it's groovy, babies.
We are back on 93.5 CHMR FM, and this is the Aperture, a weekly hour-long discussion of all topics geek culture. I'm one of your hosts, Rory DC.
And I'm Adam the Porch Knight.
And today we are talking about Pixar.
Yeah, which is one of my favorite film companies.
Yep, mine as well, yeah.
I've always had a soft spot for animated movies. I love animated movies. There's just something about them that I hold dear. But
Can we proceed a bit onto the voice acting of Pixar?
Yeah.
I want to ask you... we've established sort of that we think Pixar is a little more consistent than DreamWorks in terms of their filmmaking.
Yeah, because DreamWorks has great movies like, again, How to Train Your Dragon and Kung Fu Panda, which if you haven't seen Kung Fu Panda, please watch it. Don't judge that book by its cover. It's really, really good. But then they also have movies like Shrek 4, which is bad. And
they made a fourth one? What?
Yeah, it's really bad.
Wow, I didn't...
it's really bad.
I wasn't paying attention, but... let me ask you this: who has better voice acting?
See, this is hard because I'm gonna have to go with Pixar because Pixar has celebrity voice acting in a lot of their movies. Like Ellen DeGeneres was Dory, and they had Tom Hanks and Tim Allen as Woody and Buzz in Toy Story. So they do have celebrity voice acting. But then some of their best movies have no celebrity voices at all. Up and Wall-E have don't have any celebrity voice acting. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And so and they just have voice actors. And I almost prefer when they use voice actors for voice acting than when they use celebrities. Not that celebrities can't voice act, because I've seen, like we were talking about this in the ride over here. Like you have Malcolm McDowell or Gary Oldman, who are very good voice actors, but I feel a lot of times when they have these big celebrity voice actors, they put them in the studio and they're like, okay, we're going to have Jack Black and we're going to have Mark Myers and we're going to have,
Eric Bana was in Finding Nemo?
Yeah, he was the
hammerhead shark.
Yeah.
No way. Sorry, that blows my mind. I love that dude. He's awesome.
And so like they'll just pick a couple of big name actors and actresses, and they're like, okay, you're gonna be in this movie, and we're gonna rely on you to, get our get people into the theater, and that's a shame because Disney does that now.
Yeah.
But they never used to, because Lion King never really Lion King had what's his name? Terrible actor. In Ferris Bueller's Day Off, what's his name?
I don't even remember now.
He was the Lion King, but I never that's actually my favorite role that he's done because he's Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
he was Matthew Broderick, and I don't like Matthew Broderick, but he was. I liked him in Lion King, but in Aladdin, there wasn't really any big voice actors except for Robin Williams. I mean, they did have big voice actors, but I felt like it wasn't. Maybe it's just because I'm looking at through the veil of a kid, but it seemed to me like they didn't try and it wasn't the main reason to get people
exactly.
in the seats.
And Robin Williams isn't really a reason to go see movies.
No problem with it. But I do understand why people could take him or leave him. But Pixar has, as I felt, had amazing voice actors.
And they've always gotten good. They've been stellar, yeah.
Like even in Cars and Cars 2, which is as we've established on this show, is by far their worst movies.
Yeah.
The voice acting was still pretty good. I mean, you have what's his name? They got the broken nose. He was on crack for most of his life. He was in Shanghai Noon. Owen Wilson.
Oh yeah, right, yeah, that dude. Yeah.
He did a good job. You had Larry the Cable Guy, who I think is actually. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like him. I think he's very funny.
Yeah, he's satisfactorily entertaining. I mean, I don't think he's as funny as his sort of counterparts in that genre of comedy.
No, he's definitely not. He's definitely the least funny. But again, he's probably appealing to the more. He's definitely more. I think he's funnier if you're living in that culture. Like if you're in that very kind of southern United States culture, he's probably hilarious.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You're probably
similar
right.
to how Buddy Watch's Name is not really funny to anyone else but Newfoundlanders.
Yeah, I wonder how they probably don't hear him, but if they were to hear, I wonder, I bet they wouldn't laugh at all.
No, because what he did what to his Yamaha? That's not how you drive a Yamaha at all. Anyway, Buddy Watch's Name is pretty funny. Sorry. Forrest got his headphones on. Every time I slap the table, he winces or something. They have really good voice acting. But and they're always able to turn out a really good performance from people.
They are. Did you? I gotta ask you this honestly. This is not a Pixar movie, but did you like the voice acting in Shrek?
Yes.
Okay.
Shrek had really good voice acting. Even the later Shreks, which I didn't like. Shrek 1 was okay. Shrek 2, amazing movie. Shrek 3 and 4, No,
Less
don't
so,
watch them.
less so.
But still, voice acting is good. Whatever you want to say about Mike Myers, because I'm honestly not that big of a fan of Mike Myers, he's good as Shrek.
He was good.